Hey guys, Chef Jason Hill here, and tonight I am making an Italian meatball recipe. One of my viewers got on my Facebook page and requested this quite a long time ago, so I feel pretty bad that I haven't gotten around to doing it, but we're doing it tonight, so let's get started. All right, I've got just about a pound of ground beef, 80-20, and this is how I like to doctor up my meatballs. I'm gonna use 1 egg, 1/4 cup of diced cremini mushrooms, or you can use porcini or any other mushroom you like. I'm going to put in fresh grated Parmesan cheese, and that is about 3 tablespoons. And I use a couple of pinches of dried oregano, just about a teaspoon. Couldn't find fresh at the market, so went with the dried. Fresh Italian flat leaf parsley that I minced up, and that is 4 tablespoons. Fresh basil leaf, about 14 medium-sized leaves that I rolled up and chopped. That was about 3 tablespoons. And then, yes, prosciutto. This is an Italian cured ham. It comes thinly sliced and is much easier to slice if you pop it in your freezer for a good 20 minutes. And then 2 cloves of minced garlic. Finally, 1/3 cup of, I use panko breadcrumbs just for everything. It's my personal preference, but if you're going to use something besides panko, just use an unseasoned breadcrumb. Then finally, all we do is we season it with salt and pepper, and I use kosher salt. Do a good pinch here, maybe about a teaspoon. Salt to your taste. And fresh cracked pepper, probably about a 1/2 teaspoon. Now we're going to get our clean hands dirty and mix this up. I just get in there and I just start twisting away. Really get that mixed in there good. Okay, I mixed this for about a minute. One thing I forgot to mention, if you wanted spicy meatballs, add about a tablespoon of crushed red peppers to the mix. Now we're just going to form these into little meatballs. It's very critical. You've got to measure these meatballs to 1.5 inches diameter. Just kidding, they don't have to be 1.5 inches. They can be 1 inch, 2 inch. Just make sure they're all uniform so they'll cook evenly. Now after I make them up, I'm just going to cover them and put them in the refrigerator while we get our pan ready. Get my large saute pan preheated. Next I add 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. That doesn't look quite enough. I'm going to add, actually, let's go 4 tablespoons. There we go. See how the oil is moving away from the edge of the pan? It's hot. It's ready. Let's add our onions. 1 cup of diced white onion, or you can use yellow, Spanish. Going to cook these for a couple minutes till they get soft. All right, meatballs, you ready to hit the pan? No! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. We got 17 altogether. The odd one is going to be for the cook. That's my sample when I get to eat. And then you can serve 4 to your guests. Okay, now what we're going to do here is going to let each side brown. We're going to turn them around a few times. Now that they're in there, in the oil, let's get them nice and brown. Now that they've browned on all sides, it's time to add 3/4 cup of chicken stock, or you can use water. Okay, after they come to a boil, I'm going to cover and simmer for about 5 to 8 minutes until they are cooked through. Okay, after 8 minutes, I remove the lid, and you can see the juices that are running out of the meatball. That tells me they're done. It's time to put them on a plate. All right, to do this, I just take a slotted spoon, move the meatballs to the serving dish. Now for the fun part. After you remove the meatballs, we're going to deglaze the pan with a 1/4 cup of white wine or sherry wine, or you don't even have to use the wine. And we'll let that reduce by half. Okay, it's reduced by half. I'm going to turn off the heat. I just like to take the pan and drizzle over a little bit. Hope you enjoy this meatball recipe. And if anybody else out there has a request for a recipe, drop me a line on my Twitter, Facebook, and Google Plus account. Thanks for tubing in. Oh yeah, you're going to like this. So good. With sauce. Oh.